With diverse flora and fauna, magnificent natural landscapes, and an ecological biosphere that supports life, this wondrous planet is our earthly home. From our animal co-inhabitants to the lush rainforests and life-giving soil, we cherish all these as gifts from the Creator. It is a common theme in the world's major faiths that during our temporary stay here, we should be good stewards of Mother Earth. Throughout the years, Supreme Master Ching Hai has shared the message of leading a balanced life while following a spiritual path. Not only must we nourish our spirits, but we share the responsibility to care for nature and our fellow beings. In light of recent scientific evidences which pinpoint the raising of livestock as the #1 contributor to climate change, Supreme Master Ching Hai affirms the important message she has noted for over the past 2 decades. We must be vegetarian, meaning an animal-free diet, and practice sustainable living. Today, we present to you part 4 of a 4-part series titled We Have to Save the Planet at All Costs, a discussion by Supreme Master Ching Hai during a group meditation on August 8, 2009, concerning the detrimental impacts of the meat diet on human health, the environment, and ultimately the health of our planet.
I told you meat, drugs, alcohol, cigarette. These are the top 4 most powerful industry. Almost like I'm alone against it, openly. Yes, other people also, maybe they're against it, but in a group, individually, in a small scale, I'm against them. Big scale, big time. So practically, I put myself in an unfavorable situation with many. Because what's good for people, I have to promote. What is the truth, I have to speak out. I have no compromise in this. And so should not you. That's why I told you. We have to begin from ourselves, yes? We have to practice benevolence, compassion, before we can tell others what to do, right? Yes. I told you, meat industry, very powerful. They can buy the government, lobby the parliament, bypass Congress. What do you think? Huh? Why there's so many advertisements about meat and milk everywhere? Even I didn't know that milk was harmful to humans' health until recently that we do research. And when we had mad cow disease, in those times even, they even say, oh, milk has nothing to do with mad cow disease. Milk is safe, and people believe it. How? How can you take something safe from something sick? And mad cow disease is not curable even, it's deadly, it's fatal, every time. So how many more people we want to die for this piece of meat that we put in our mouth? How many children we want to kill for that piece of meat that we put in our mouth that we could even change for tofu or, gluten or any other things, and still stay healthy, happy, and better even. Do you understand? This is a question we should ask ourselves. No plan B. No, never. Now that we know the truth, we just speak it out. No plan B, no compromise. Whatever we say, if it concerns to people's life, children's health, families' happiness, we have to do it wholeheartedly. Some young people die now, young people even die from flu. Imagine how their parents suffer. Imagine how their sister, brothers suffer. Some pregnant women die with full of hope in them. Hope for the child to be born in their family, to bring happiness to her husband, to the parents, to grandmother, father. Just die like that. Flu, swine flu. for the piece of meat that we want to put in our mouth, which is filthy, poisonous, bloody, inhumane. So there's no plan B. Is there?
No.
Okay.
Some of the benefits of a vegetarian diet: lowers blood pressure, lowers cholesterol levels, reduces type 2 diabetes, prevents stroke conditions, reverses atherosclerosis, reduces heart disease risk 50%, reduces heart surgery risk 80%, prevents many forms of cancer, stronger immune system, increases life expectancy up to 15 years, higher IQ, saves 70% of the total cost of $40 trillion for reducing global warming, uses 4.5 times less land to grow food, conserves up to 70% clean water, saves 80% of the cleared Amazonian rainforest from animal grazing. A solution for world hunger. Free up 3.4 billion hectares of land, free up 760 million tons of grain every year, half the world's grain supply, consumes 1/3 fossil fuels of those used for meat production, reduces pollution from untreated animal waste, maintains cleaner air, saves 4.5 tons of emissions per U.S. household per year, stop 80% of global warming. Plus more.
I'm not well recently. I'm sick with everybody else. I don't have flu. A similar symptom anyway, even though I don't have flu. Because what they call sympathetic response. When you love somebody, sometimes you take on the symptom as well. And so many people that I love. So I've been sick for many months. And of course, I have a human body. Even if I'm sick, I'm tired. There are people worse than me. People are in hospital between life and death. Children in hospital between life and death. Elderly people in hospital between life and death. Pregnant woman, youngster, full of hope for the future, are in the hospital between life and death. All because of that piece of meat that we could change, that we could replace anytime. And we have abundance of things to replace that piece of meat. So why not do it? Why? Why bargain? It's so simple. It's so easy. We cannot expect people to quit drugs, which is, 1,000 times more difficult. We cannot expect people to quit cigarettes. We cannot expect people to quit alcohol when we cannot quit that little piece of meat, which is replaceable, which is not so addictive.
Some of the tragic tolls of addictive drug abuse: over 200,000 deaths each year, costs of $181 billion each year in the United States, $33 billion in the UK. Lifetime cost of current drug addiction amounts to $575 billion in the UK. Harmful effects: brain damage, stroke, heart disease, liver disease, tuberculosis, emphysema, cancer, depression, suicide, permanent memory loss, mental illness, higher infant mortality, increased crime and violence, impotence. Crime and violence. Illegal drugs are a factor in 50% of burglaries in the United Kingdom each year. In the U.S., 60% of people arrested each year have been taking illegal drugs. 650 heroin addicts in the U.S. committed 70,000 crimes in a 3-month period. Social costs. U.S. businesses lose $100 billion per year due to employees' drug and alcohol abuse. Australians pay $53 billion per year for healthcare, law enforcement, and lost productivity of drug users. Environmental costs. Every gram of cocaine produced destroys 4.4 square meters of rainforest, with 300,000 hectares of rainforest lost each year to cocaine production. Death. 52 people die each day due to drugs in the U.S. In Canada, substance abuse is attributed to 21% of total deaths, and 23% of potential life years lost due to early mortalities. Plus more. For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of alcohol. 2.3 million alcohol-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of alcohol-related illnesses. $186.4 billion in the United States. Up to $210 to $665 billion globally.
Disease. Higher amounts of alcohol increase the cancer risk. Even half a glass of wine daily increases the risk of mouth or throat cancer by 168%. Cancer of the liver, breast, colon, esophagus, rectum. Liver disease. Cardiovascular disease. Metal toxicity. Brain damage. Amnesia and dementia. Brain shrinkage.
Organ failure. Heart, liver, kidneys, stomach, pancreas, eyes.
Birth defects, mental retardation, fetal alcohol syndrome, stunted growth, facial deformity, sudden infant death syndrome, miscarriage.
Alcohol-related violence. Child abuse, 50% of cases. Violence toward loved ones, 30% of cases. Violent acts, 40 to 80% of cases. Suicides, 20 to 50% of cases. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
Some of the tragic tolls of tobacco. 5.4 million smoking-related deaths per year worldwide. Cost of smoking-related illnesses. $96 billion in the United States alone. Light and mild cigarettes just as harmful. Causes cancer and diseases in animal companions. Speeds the aging process. Toxic residues of third-hand smoke. Heart disease, coronary thrombosis, cerebral thrombosis, kidney failure. Cancer, lung cancer, esophagus cancer, kidneys cancer, bladder cancer. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, emphysema, bronchitis. Stroke, impotence, additional harms for secondhand smoking. Childhood arteriosclerosis leading to heart attacks and strokes in adulthood. Sudden infant death syndrome, infertility, miscarriages and premature deliveries, childhood asthma, bronchitis, ear infection, cleft lip or palate, hyperactivity and aggression in asthmatic boys, circulatory problems in women. Plus more.
For more urgent information, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/killers.
So the leaders of all the countries, the government, the media should realize this. If we want to clean up our society, we have to clean up ourselves first. Very simple. And any information they can get, they must get it. Because being a president or leader of country, you should not be fooled. You should not be misled. You're supposed to be the leader. You can't be misled. There should not be any excuse, actually. But there might be some excuse. But still, nowadays, we should inform ourselves in a position of a leader to know what there is to know about what is good for our citizens, what is bad for our citizens, before we speak. Because, as the old saying say that the words from our mouth is like the arrows. We can't just shoot it any time at random. The Chinese people say that before you speak something, you have to roll your tongue 7 times. Roll it. Why? So that you don't speak nonsense. So that you don't speak too soon before you're informed. We all do this. Sometimes we thought we know this, we know that, but we don't always know the whole thing. So I only suggest that all the leaders have to inform themselves more. And the thing is, they are not informed. You see how many medias informed the people at large about the harm of meat, yes? And they also say, okay, cigarette is no good now and then. Drug is no good now and then. Alcohol, no good now and then. Every day people are killed by drunk and driving, including children and animals on the road. But there's still no problem. Alcohol is still legal to sell. Do you hear me? Huh? Every day people die of cigarette. Nobody report. People die of drugs. Nobody bothered to report too much. Now and again. And people even commit crime, broke up with families, causing agonizing situation in the house. Nobody report. Okay? Just now and again, maybe a headline. Oh, somebody died because of drug. But that's it. Only if that person is prominently famous. Then maybe they say a few words. This person died because of drug. Sometimes even not. You know why? Lobby, money. Some others say to the journalist, don't write it. He's famous. Keep him. Good image in the public eyes, even after he died, etc., etc. Then they don't print nothing. It depends on how much money you give. Then the news come out or not come out. I do what I do. I don't buy people. I don't buy fame. I don't buy applause. I don't buy praise. I'm still doing what I do, waiting for them to wake up, to turn around. I let them do what they want. There are business and business. There are business who benefit people, who uphold the truth and virtue. There are business who degrading people and themselves in the first place. The one who sell this kind of business are degrading themselves, most of all, before anybody else. Because the truth will always come out. This is a very sensitive question that you put to me, yes? But I still tell you all the truth, okay? And I hope you convey that to your president. I tell you a joke, okay? Okay. A representative of a soft drink company, Oh La La, Oh La La soft drink company, went to the Pope office and offered him $1 million if he changed the Bible, famous statement like, give us daily our soft drink, Oh La La, instead of give us daily our bread. The Pope said, no, cannot. And then they come back home and discuss and come back again next day, $2 million. Is okay, Pope? Pope said, no. The Bible saying it's sacred and holy. It's not for me to change. I can't do it. Sorry, my son, sorry. The $2 million can stay, but you can go. Oh, they come home and discuss again with the higher boss and come back next day, $3 million. The Pope still say no, and no, and no. He said, no matter what, I can't change it. So the representative of the Oh La La soft drink come out and complaining with each other. Oh, I wonder how much did the bread company give him? All right, now we're going to meditate, and if you like, I can help you with something with our spiritual practice. It's enough talking about the word already.
It was a pleasure to have you with us today for Between Master and Disciples here on Supreme Master Television. And now, Animal World, Our Co-Inhabitants is up next right after noteworthy news. We wish you much love and peace under heaven's grace.
For more details, please visit www.suprememastertv.com/BMD